But politics is actually a very good investment for the rich. If you have money, invest in politics. Especially if you're in Nigeria, and you say this is how you win in business. Do it better. That's the only way you can win. We have this now. The question we have to constantly ask ourselves: how do we make it better for our investors? And we keep doing that. How do we make it better for tenants? And we keep doing that. If we consistently improve on both, we will never go out of business. The house always wins. So piggy verse. So we have forex, sporty, all the rest. Politics, I choose not to comment on it. In case whoever is president and when you're watching this video, I support the person. I don't even say any name because who knows who will be 2027? Who knows? Whoever is president. But politics is actually a very good investment for the rich. If you have money, invest in politics. Especially if you're in Nigeria. And if you are going to invest in politics, especially if you're abroad, you can do it definitely, but it pays you way more because Nigeria is, if you know people in this country, you can get away with anything. Abroad, you can cross the line. The cost is just higher. If you want to cross the line, Epstein Island was, everybody knew when it was happening. All of them, they know all of them. Till today, they've not prosecuted anybody for Epstein. Why? The people involved, they are above the line. They are above the law. It's just fact. They are above the law. But just that abroad is very expensive. Nigeria is cheaper. Nigeria, if you can make up to like 20 million, there are some laws that do not really concern you. There are some laws. If you are making like 100 million, more laws that does not. Once you hit billionaire status, to be honest, there are really something like traffic law is not really your business. I did not say do it though. I'm just saying allegedly in Nigeria that's what used to happen. According to what my friend told me. So in Nigeria, investing in politics is a very good investment, but it's for the rich. So I don't think this guy could do it. So I think if he start hitting like up to 500, from like 200, 300 million, start looking into it, right? So it's not something this guy might be looking into right now because he's still growing. So, but there's a way you get money. Just invest in politics. Have one or two politicians on your side. So good investments, but for the rich, for the really rich. Agriculture. How many of you have invested in agriculture before? Nobody? Okay, how do you go? Oh, yeah, the guy with the farm. Oh, you see, so there's investing and there's working in an industry, right? So I'm talking about you carry your money and you drop and you turn. So investing is from this context, is where you drop your money and you're not actively working. Almost every of this industry will work for you if you work in it full time, right? Almost any of this industry will work for you if you are in it full time. Like if you're in politics full time, you don't need to have this money. You build network, you would climb the ladder. If you are in stocks full time, right, you don't need a lot of money. Once you learn the skill very well, people will give you that money to trade. You become a broker or whatnot. All those guys in Wall Street, where people trade their stocks because you know how to do it. So any of this industry is good if you are working in it. We are talking about where you are not working in it, you have your own full-time job, you carry your money and you keep it there for your money to work for you. So that's what I'm talking. So agriculture, there were these companies that were trending in 2022 where you put your money in agriculture, you put it in cassava. Even Piggyverse had a lot of those options. Do they still have it now? They still do great. But then they had major issues then. Apparently, many of them closed down because something happened to the crops. I remember one of our church members, very interesting. I came to church one day. I just saw this one. This one has lost weight. I would like to know her training program. Like what is she doing to lose this much weight? She was the choir mistress at the time. Well, it was when I got to him, I was not talking to my family. This one has lost weight. She's really probably drinking only tea or something. When they now gave me the gist, I was like, oh. As a guy, you don't go lose weight. She invested in fishery. Fishery was going well. Almost time to harvest. Like I think it was like a month to harvest. One sickness broke out. All the fishes died. She had like almost 5 million invested in that thing. Most of her money. She has been crying for a long time and she has not been eating as much. So I guess it's a good weight loss program. So if you're looking for a nice weight loss program, I recommend agriculture. But if you are investing, actually, one thing I think generally people need to understand is you need knowledge to invest. So there are people that are still making bank in agriculture. They invest actively and passively, but a lot more time it's more active than passive. So if you want to increase your chance of your investments being good, you have to be a lot more active. But except some investments that you can invest in that is passive, but it makes sense, which is where we are going to, right? Where you don't have to put in so much. But then now let's go to real estate. For now, real estate is one of the best. Why real estate is one of the best? Let me tell you why. Is low risk. That's the main thing. Real estate has low risk. It's one of the industry that has lasted for a very, very long time. And then you need low knowledge to invest in real estate. Unlike these other things, we need to take courses. Hardly do you see someone take courses to invest in real estate? They just buy any property their eyes can see most times. And their money will be safe-ish. As long as they do due diligence well and all those things, you'll be fine. So that's why a lot of people always run to real estate. If you want to invest in most of all these things, like you want to invest in stocks now, you go take course. You cannot just shoot your head inside that. Except you have somebody you want to give the money to do it for you. You need to know what you are doing. Because how would you know which companies to buy? You go, maybe they watch TV, just invest in Apple. You go and invest in Apple, finish. You'll bite your money and the Apple. You no go see anything. So you need to learn. But real estate does not require much of those. Real estate does not require much of those learning and skill. So real estate is why most people go for real estate. Now in real estate, there are different places you can invest in. Now we are still, let's not forget John. So we have buying land, buying properties like houses. Buying land is a good deal. Yeah, it's a good deal. If you spend all this money buying land, it's not bad. At least you will not lose his money. His money will not one day just disappear. Like all that stuff where you can just wake up, you will not see your money. Land will be there, especially if you buy good land. You buy land that is in good papers and all those things. Land will not disappear. Here's the problem with land. Land cannot help you when you need money. That's the biggest issue land has. How many of you know people that they have problems and they are trying to sell their land? Do they ever sell it on time? No. They will now start sending me DM. Right, I have this land you can hear me sell it. I cannot. My dear, I'm sorry, but I can't. Land cannot save you. That's the one issue with land. If you buy enough land, and the worst case is if it saves you, you lose it. So I've seen people do have these issues where you have a land worth 50 million. You need 10 million. But because you need 10 million and you don't have any other place to go to, you now sell your 50 million naira land to get 10 million. Now, we now have properties. Properties could serve very good use because if you buy the right property, you get rental income. So that way, if you own a property of 200 million, like we have people that own property of 200 million with us, that makes them around 20 million, no more than 20 million actually. If you own 200 million worth of property with us, it will make you between 20 to 30 million a month. In some cases more. If you bought it like 3 years ago, you're probably making up to maybe 60 million safe, close to 30% yearly of your property value. So it's very good. Now the issue with properties is very expensive. You want to buy a house, proper house, hundreds of millions. I know you must have seen online. Look at this house in Sango Tedo, and this one in Osapa. Why is the Osapa house? You know what I'm referring to, that guy. Why is Osapa house 400 million? These real estate developers, you people do not know how to build house. Okay, you go build now. No, they shout, come out your car, go build house. Small see. He has some points in some cases, right? But my point is, it's very expensive. Now, what did we do, Flames? I'm getting to our product. We created a cheap option for someone like this guy to be able to buy properties. So that way he gets the best of both worlds. Now, one way that we really beat treasury bills and piggyvest investment is this. We will give you the returns. Let me give you one example. Leads one of our properties in Surulere, Leads one apartment. please try and book tour. I will make arrangements so that you guys can book tour to check out all the properties. Oh, we'll be doing group tour. Maybe we rent a bus and just take everybody to all the properties. We'll do that. I would, Isaac, put it on my to do. Work with, definitely has a lot on our plate. But work with me. Let's rent a bus. We'll do a tour. We'll take you guys to all the properties we've built. In Leeds 1, we were selling Leeds 1 in 2013 for the highest price we sold the studio there is 15 million. That's the highest we sold the studio in Leeds 1, 2013. Now, a studio in Leeds 1 can sell for 40. The last one we sold for 35. That was last year. But now, 40 million. So 15 million has grown to 40 million in 2 years. 2023. Sorry, guys. I've been making these mistakes a lot. 2023, not 2013. I was in secondary school in 2013. I had not started building house. 2023. Yes, 2023. So we sold in 2023 for 15. Now it's valued at 40 million. So now your money has more than doubled in just 2 years. It doesn't always happen like that. It's because of the inflation these past 2 years were crazy. That's why. That's one of the major reasons. But it protects you, because if you had the same money in treasury bills, your money will be the same money that you left there. So if you have put your 15 million treasury bills, now your 15 million will still be 15 million. But if you had bought Leeds 1, it will be 40. Now here's the beautiful thing. Every year, we pay investors rent. And the rent for Leeds 1 is 300 times 12. 3.6 million. That's how many percent? That's like more than 20. That's like 22, 20. So almost the same value with treasury bills, but your money is not stuck. So this is why our investment plan. Now, we don't sell properties for properties. We sell investment vehicles we sell properties as investment vehicles. So we are not saying, oh, we don't market our project and be like, it's a very conducive place. You will come, you will enjoy it. It's nice. Your children can be playing here. Your adults can be climbing here. We don't do that. No, none of our clients stays. Maybe like 1 or 2 out of 284 units that a client actually stays in it. The rest of it, investments. So the idea is this: John can spend most of his time buying properties from us. So that way, so John can buy Leeds 1, Leeds 2, whichever one he has money for. And over the years, John can build a portfolio in such a way that he can retire and know that every year I'm getting 10 million from Flings. Speaking of retirement, I have one of my clients that has retired. He's always telling me, Bright, I'm a retiree. He's one of my favorite clients. He has 11 properties with us. His rental income yearly is 66 million. 66. He spent less than 400 million acquiring all those properties over 3 years. 66 million every year. His retirement will be fun. Oh, by the way, those properties are increasing in value too. So let's say he spent 400 million to buy all of them. Now it's no longer 400 million. It's probably close to a billion if he wants to sell. So he's getting best of both worlds. And this is what I like the most. If for any reason he needs bulk money, he needs 50 million. He doesn't need to sell everything. He just needs to sell one. Say like, oh, but I have this problem. I need like 100 million. I get my rent and I sell 1 unit. And the 100 million is set. Now you still have 10 units. Because what happens is most people, when they stop earning money, they start selling their properties. At the end of the day, the properties will finish. And now they are back to having nothing. I've seen so many people in my life that has happened to. They'll first be going through stuff. They start saying, my land here is for sale, my land. Eventually, they'll finish selling everything. But when you have rental income coming in, you don't have to sell. So this is what we do for our investors. That is one side. Now, there's another side of our product, which is the tenant. We do mostly monthly rent to maximize return for our investors. So our investors is making the most money out of the apartment. Now, how is this a good deal for the tenant? Similar, I'm not going to go through the long cuts. I'll just go straight to the point because we're running out of time. But I'll give you the gist. If you've gone to rent apartments recently, I think I've asked that question before. It takes a while. You will look for a house for a while. So what did we do? We started creating furnished apartments. So apartment is already furnished. You can move in straight up. So most of our apartment now, if you come in, you can move in immediately. Now, if you want to rent an apartment, you you need to pay self-con. We did it the other day. 1 million rent, agent and agreement, 400K, caution fee, 200, service charge, 200. I thought that fee again. Okay, so that's be how much? 2 million. Oh, 1.8. No, there's still something that it passed. It reached like 2 million that day. Oh, we've not calculated NEPA bill. This caution, this service charge. Let's say 1.8. It's usually more sha. Hmm? Oh, that's this 400. That's the agreement. 200. Ah, okay. By the time we have furnishing of let's say 2.5 or 3, it's supposed to be 3 million for furnishing. The money don't reach like 4.85 million, right? We've not added NEPA bill because all our properties currently, all the ones we run monthly rental on has 24 hours electricity. So we have NEPA, solar, gen. So you know you're covered. So at least your NEPA bill will not even be that high because you're always using solar. So you have 24 hours electricity, which is something most people don't get. You can move in immediately, 24 hours electricity. And the best part is it's cheaper. We charge 450K monthly. 450K times 2 as well. So that's like nobody get A1 for further mass. Wow. If they look finance, abeg. Now wow, is it multiplication they are doing finance? 450K times 2 as well. 5.4. At the end of the day, it's almost the same amount with if you rent a house by yourself, except with more convenience. So you pay just for 50K, you move in with just for 50K. So you don't have to have 5.4 saved up. For 50K, you move in, and then every month you keep paying. And we're going to get it cheaper and better. So we sell to the investors, we manage it for them. So you don't manage your apartment, we manage it for you. So you don't have to worry about management. So we build, we manage, we deliver rents to you. You don't have to worry about anything. So it's actually genuine passive income. All you have to do is you can sign up to our app or you just reach out to the manager. You don't even need to reach out every month. We just send you an alert to receive your money. Chicken, good deal. So this is what we sell on both sides, to the client side and to the tenant side. So both places they get the best value. And our job is to make it a better and better value. See, this is how you win in business. Do it better. That's the only way you can win. We have this now. The question we have to constantly ask ourselves, how do we make it better for our investors? And we keep doing that. How do we make it better for tenants? And we keep doing that. If we consistently improve on both, we will never go out of business. Because if you are the best in the market and you have good marketing, you always win. You would always win. Okay, I wanted to say why I sleep well at night is that we are constantly growing, and then I realize I don't sleep well at night. So I have to rephrase it. So why I might sleep well at night in the future is the fact that we are consistently improving on both angles. Because when your product is just a no-brainer deal, you will sell. So your product has to consistently become no-brainer for the investor or the tenant. These are our two customers. We have to constantly make both of them happy always. How do we make the investors happier? How do we make the tenants happier? That's our entire job. So whether you're in finance, you're in accounting, you're in marketing, wherever you are looking for one way to make these people happier. Because when they are happy, they will give us money. When they enjoy our product, they give us money. That's how we make money. So the whole point is, and when they now give us money, we'll now give you your own share inside. We'll give investors their share. Everybody will share collect share. The people building will collect their share. The people do it. So the point is, by the time everybody collect their share finish, there's still some for me to see. Please, money, no forget me. So at least I can see inside. See, I'm saying this is funny, bro. I don't see some kind of things. We did like 6 or 8 projects. Our first 8 project was it like the last 2 that we saw money inside. But by the time everybody finish collecting their share, nothing go remain for me. I just like, okay, we thank God we are here for experience and visibility. I worked for visibility for like 2, 3 years. I was just collecting visibility. I was very visible. Very, very. If you don't see me here, you know, open your eyes. I was over visible. So everybody gets their share. So we consistently improve on both. Make more money for our clients. Make it more comfortable for tenants. So I've gone through all this. So what we do sell for properties: backup stable income, retirement plan, secure child education. So you can buy a unit and the rent you are using it to pay your child's school fees or whatnot. Comfort comfort and income for relatives. Some people buy for their relative. We had one very interesting story where a guy bought for his mom 2 units. Then the brother found out and bought 2 more units. So now the mom has 4 units, and every year she gets 5 million from us. It's more than five. 700 times four is what? It's okay. It's not five. It's like 3 point something. Do you know how much they bought those units that time? 1.7. That was in 2021. 2021. 1.7 times 4 is 3.4, 6.8. And now she's getting 700 times 630 times 4. 2.5. She gets 2.5 every year. She's going to be getting 2.5 for 18 years. So then was when we were doing lease properties. So they don't have to worry about their mom anymore. 2.5, she go use her all aside. Aside will be well held. It will be held very well. If they want, they can buy more units. So that's the idea. So you can get it for different people, for yourself, your family, colleagues. Buy from me, please. Like why I add colleague inside. Feel free. If you're watching this video, Dogu, I know say you hold. Please help your boy. Buy for me. I need like two. My personal investment strategy is this. This is my personal investment strategy. I will own enough rental income property to be making up to 200 million a year. Once I hit 200 million a year in rental income, this is what I'm going to now do. Every money I collect from rent, I'll put this into other investments. I'll put it into stocks, I'll put it into crypto. Every year as my rent money comes, I put it into stock, I put it into crypto. And I will not need the money because I would always have my rent. So if this year on goes, next year on still. So if I borrow money, I know that I'm getting money next year to pay. I'll pay you. Borrow me 10 million. Don't worry. Now me now. You know, since I get Range Rover, I get it to be 10 million is small now. So that's in our scope. When you look rich, people can borrow you money. Now me now, you give me 10 million. Next year when my rent come, I'll pay you the remaining money. Put this into stock. My goal is when I start investing in stock, crypto, and all those things, I will never touch it. Never, ever, ever, ever touch it. I'll just be looking at it and be happy. Every 5 years, I just look at it, $4 million. Nice. Maybe another 2 years. I feel like if I want to even do it, I'll look for a way to get the app, put it, and delete the app. Because I don't even need to be seeing it. Because that seeing it is just unnecessary wahala. Put it in ways that you cannot even know where it is. And that's one of the best. I will buy land. The money I can use to buy land because I'll get it again next year. Once I get my rent, I use to buy more properties and more investment plan. If I lose the money, I'm not even going to cry. If I wake up one day, my stocks is not there, I'll be sad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to be in a bad place. So this is what we sell. This is what we do in Flings. If you look at, we have list of projects. We are going to just do site inspection for everybody. I would schedule it. So check all the projects. There are more than this. Cambridge, Oxford Prime, Fortune, Leeds, Chester. So far, we've done 18 buildings. In 3 years. And we'll be doing way more. Because our goal for this year is do 1,000 units, which we are going to do it in like 8 buildings or 10 buildings this year. Next year, we'll probably do up to 20 or 30 buildings. I will keep growing like that till we get to our goal, where most people live in an apartment built by Flings in Nigeria. That's our number one goal. By the time, anytime you enter the street, you meet 5 people. One of them lives in the Flings building. We know that we have made it. Then we can go to New York and other places that they have homeless people everywhere and see how much we can make from that market. Thank you very much. See you next time.